Welcome to the DHS Provider Hub training. Here you will learn about the enrollment and attendance feature within the Provider Hub. This micro lesson highlights the process for childcare providers to manually take attendance for children within their program or care. Important to note, the functionality for attendance manual entry highlighted in this course is only available after providers have enrolled children within their program. By the end of the course, providers should be able to navigate to the Take Attendance Dashboard tab to view attendance at a glance across the child roster. Locate a specific child or children by first name, last name, or both. View the roster of all children enrolled and their information, such as first name or first check-in time. And record real-time attendance, check-in or check-out, for the current day by selecting one child, many children, or all children. As we continue through the training, it's important to note that some of the screens may look slightly different in the system than shown in screenshots or this demo. Feedback is constantly being incorporated and will be reflected in the system. Also important to note, information related to children and parents or guardians in the Provider Hub is only viewable by providers who are logged in and have the appropriate user access level. Let's get started. Chrome or Edge are the preferred browsers for this feature. Log into the Provider Hub with your email username and password. Navigate to the Enrollment and Attendance tab. Choose a specific business license ID number and select Enter Enrollment and Attendance. Some views may look slightly different based on the level of access for your role. The Provider Hub will time out after 12 hours and can be further managed through the user's device settings. The underline indicates the tab you are looking at. Here, it is Take Attendance. Take Attendance is the main landing view when logging into Enrollment and Attendance. Here, you can check in or check out children in real time and have an at-a-glance view of the child roster. The business name and license ID number is listed under the Take Attendance tab. Children associated with this ID number are listed in the roster view below. Only enrolled children who are eligible for attendance, check-in, and check-out will appear in this view. This view does not represent children who are enrolled and will start at a future date, or children who are enrolled but have been paused. The search field allows users to search for children by first or last name. As the user begins to type, the roster automatically populates. Date and number of children are checked in is information that remains at the top and dynamically changes as children are checked in and checked out. These buttons are the entry point to the kiosk experience. Details related to the kiosk feature will be described in depth in a separate training. The at-a-glance roster view allows providers to easily view basic information for all children who are enrolled, active, and eligible for attendance. Child information provided in the tab includes the child's first name, child's last name, date of birth, first check-in time, last checkout time, and attendance status. Within the table, the column dividers is visible when a user hovers the pointer over the space between the columns. Press and slide to the left or right to adjust the column width. Column arrows allow a user to sort the given column top to bottom, alphabetically or numerically. Note that each column has this sort functionality that will reorder the roster based on that column's information. For example, sorting by last name will populate the list alphabetically. Sorting by birth date will populate the entire roster numerically. Sorting by attendance status will populate the roster based on students that are checked in versus checked out at any given time. When checking in or checking out a child or children, the toggle feature allows users to check in by tapping or sliding the toggle. The toggle on the attendance status column changes from gray, meaning checked out, to green, meaning checked in. The first check-in time auto-populates for that given day. This first entry time appears even if a child is checked in or out multiple times throughout a single day. Users can scroll through the attendance roster and select the toggle for children they would like to check in. Note that the attendance tracker dynamically changes based on the number of students that are checked in. The Select All function allows users to select all of the children in the roster by checking the box at the top of the column header. Note all children will be selected. The checkboxes are checked and the rows turn gray, indicating they've been selected. From here, a provider could select check in or check out. In this example, we'll check in. A confirmation window appears to ensure that you would like to check in the children that you've selected. Here we have 32 because some have already been checked in. Select OK. All selected children have been updated in the attendance status column, as well as the total roster count under the date. In a similar process, providers would select all to check out children. Again, a confirmation window appears. Select OK. Note that the attendance status column has been updated, as well as the attendance tracker dynamically changing under the date. Providers can use a combination of functionality for ease of use. Start by searching for a specific child or children using the search field. You may use the Select All box. Likewise, you could unselect specific children and either check in or check out. Here, we're checking in. Select OK. Note that the attendance status changes as well as the roster count. Clearing the search field will navigate you back to the entire roster view. The system will display an error message when trying to execute mismatched functionality. For example, if a user selects a child and selects a mismatched functionality, such as checked out in this example, an error message appears at the top stating no records to update, prompting the user to choose a different functionality. Here, in this example, we should select check in. A confirmation window appears. Select OK. Thank you. We appreciate your time in reviewing this information.